Hello and welcome to another episode of Ash Recaps. Today I'm going to recap a true story-based family drama film from 2016 called Miracles from Heaven. Spoilers ahead. Watch out, relax, and enjoy the video. As the movie begins, we are introduced with a little girl named Anna and her family. Anna's parents had it all: faith, love, and the biggest mixed animal clinic in town. They were living the best times of their lives in Texas until one night when Anna complained about her upset stomach. They took her to several doctors, but no one could figure out what was wrong. Christy, Anna's mother, refused to give up. She took Anna to see a specialist in another city and discovered that Anna had reflux due to lactose intolerance. To keep Anna healthy, they had to change her diet completely, but this was not an easy change. It required strict discipline and dedication. In their relentless pursuit of adhering to Anna's strict diet, they did everything humanly possible. However, as time elapsed, the discomfort morphed into an excruciating agony that seemed insurmountable. And on one fateful night, Anna's pain became unbearable, causing her to unleash a heart-wrenching cry that pierced through the darkness. Driven by the desperation of the moment, her anguished parents rushed her to the hospital where yet another doctor encountered her harrowing plight. Astonishingly, the doctor delivered the same diagnosis for the fourth time, leaving Christy dumbfounded and brimming with righteous indignation. In a burst of fiery determination, she vehemently declared to the doctor that reflux simply could not be the answer. Christy demanded further tests or the presence of a different doctor to examine her precious daughter. The doctor's dismissive demeanor only fueled her frustration, pushing her to unleash a barrage of passionate shouts, declaring, "I won't budge an inch from this hospital until I unravel the mystery that shrouds my daughter's ailment." Overwhelmed by Christy's unwavering resolve, the doctor relented and begrudgingly agreed to conduct more extensive investigation. After some time waiting anxiously for answers, the pediatrics director appeared promptly to assess the situation. First-hand results revealed by more extensive testing indicated indeed something far more dangerous than previously thought. Despite previous diagnosis, Anna's issue by now had become a severe abdominal blockage, which posed an immediate and real threat to her life. To ensure that no time would be wasted without delay, measures were commenced to ready Anna for emergency surgery. The attending medical staff proceeded with a series of procedures that proved painful and uncomfortable for the young patient, but necessary to save her life. It was then explained by the attending physician that Anna's suffering is down to a rare intestinal motility problem, far distant from cure, but one at least manageable through careful attention to diet or prescribed medicine he gave her. He also lets the parents know about a specialist who treats similar cases like hers who they could consult with in future. As Anna's health deteriorates, the family is forced to change their daily routine and focus all of their attention on her. Despite feeling weak, Anna manages to keep a positive outlook thanks to her new furry friend, Napoleon, a puppy given to her by Kevin. However, Christy struggles with the added responsibility of caring for another life in the midst of everything else going on. With no response from the specialist who could potentially save Anna's life, Christy's faith begins to falter as she watches her daughter suffer each day. The church continues to pray for them, but it seems like nothing can ease this mother's despair. Even though Napoleon brings joy into Anna's life amidst all this darkness, his presence only adds more stress for Christy. But even through these tough times, this family never gives up hope that somehow they will find a way to heal their little girl. As the family struggles intensify, Kevin and Christy find themselves at odds with each other. Their arguments become more frequent, causing Christy to lose faith in everything, even church. Feeling helpless and alone, Anna's older sister prays for a miracle that could cure Anna completely, but instead of getting better, her condition worsens. Determined not to sit idle any longer, the family decides to take matters into their own hands by traveling all the way to Boston without an appointment with the specialist they so desperately need. However, upon arrival at the doctor's office, they are met with disappointment yet again as he cannot see them without an appointment. Despite her pleas and explanations of Anna's terrible pain and ongoing treatment, it seems like there is no hope left for this little girl. But things take an unexpected turn when Angela, a kind stewardess who notices their situation, offers to show them around town since they're not from Boston. It brings some much-needed joy into Anna's life, which leads them to stay there for a few extra days. The family's leisurely walk was a brilliant idea, and they were filled with joy. Anna was thrilled to attend an aquarium, fulfilling a lifelong dream. The serendipity lifted their spirits during uncertainties. Christy receives a phone call from Dr. Nurko's office, and she becomes overjoyed upon hearing that they've offered a next-day appointment to the family. Christy's heart erupted with newfound hope and faith. Anticipation filled the next morning. Anna bravely underwent a series of tests to find a better diagnosis. Dr. Nurko, a charismatic doctor, changed the atmosphere. He had a knack for connecting with his young patients, plumbing their concerns and helping them forget why they were at the hospital. However, the doctor's charisma seemed to wane as he faced the grim reality. With a grave expression, he confirmed what Christy had feared deep down, that Anna's condition was indeed serious, accompanied by an intense and unrelenting pain. Using visuals and diagrams, the doctor explained the insurmountable obstruction that plagued Anna's body, an obstacle that lacked a cure. While there were potent medications available to manage the pain and control the obstruction to some extent, the heartbreaking truth remained. There was no remedy. As the treatment commenced, the doctor outlined a rigorous plan emphasizing the necessity of regular checkups every 6 months to monitor for potential side effects. Christy's faith, previously unwavering, was shattered. The weight of her anguish rendered prayer an impossibility, a sentiment her understanding husband shared. After reflecting on her emotions, Christy realizes that resentment towards God has settled within her heart. Despite attempts from the pastor to bring her back into the church community, Christy refuses his efforts. Several months passed before Anna experiences another relapse, resulting in green vomiting. Dr. Nurko initiates additional monitoring tests for further evaluation purposes, so once she recovers from this health setback, she can safely return home. Meanwhile, in an attempt to uplift the spirits of another patient within the hospital ward dealing with cancer, she shares personal moments of faith with her, while gifting her a chain adorned with a cross. That night, Anna finds herself writhing in pain due to ineffectiveness against existing medication, followed by tears coursing down her face, expressing desire for death as an escape from unending suffering. When Christy saw Anna's broken spirit, she embraced her with all the love in her soul to provide comfort. The next day, the gravity of Anna's condition became increasingly apparent, prompting Kevin and the girls to embark on a journey to Boston, driven by the urgency of the situation. However, their plans were marred by a hiccup at the airport, an issue with payment that threatened to derail their mission. But fate, it seemed, had a kind accomplice in the form of a compassionate cashier who, swayed by the innocence of Anna's little sister, became a willing conspirator in ensuring their boarding onto the plane, even if it meant dealing with financial consequences later. Anna, still depressed, felt numb and trapped. The room became a pillow-fighting paradise when her father and loving sisters arrived. Laughter helped them remember the strength of love and family in the face of tragedy. When the doctor left, he suggested a child psychologist to help Anna cope with her inner turmoil. He also stressed the need of spending as much time as possible as a family, as they would realize that family is the best medicine in difficult times, proving once again that miracles can happen when you least expect them. Back at home, following the doctor's advice, Christy reached out to the psychologist seeking professional guidance for Anna's troubled state of mind. Meanwhile, Anna ventured outside to play with her sister. Their carefree spirits leading them to their favorite old tree, however, their happiness was short-lived as a tragedy struck. A branch snapped, sending Anna plummeting down 10 meters into the heart of the tree's hollow. Her parents, consumed by despair, could only watch helplessly as panic set in. In their desperation, they summoned the firefighters who arrived, promptly accompanied by a news correspondent capturing the unfolding tragedy. Despite their best efforts, after 3 excruciating hours of trying to rescue her from the pit, it seemed that all hope was lost as she lay unresponsive, having fallen on her head and ignoring any attempts to wake her up. Christy was overwhelmed with grief and prayed fervently at the foot of the tree, while firefighters worked tirelessly to rescue Anna. Finally, after hours of intense effort, they managed to retrieve her from the depth of the hollow, although she remained unconscious. At the hospital, doctors were amazed because they found only minor injuries and scratches on her body, despite having fallen so far down without any safety measures in place. As days passed by at home, Christy noticed that Anna no longer needed medication for pain relief and had returned to playing normally. Even her previously swollen abdomen had gone back to its normal size. It was nothing short of a miracle that defied all logic or explanation. Anna revealed a surreal experience to her parents that when she fell into the hollow of the tree, everything turned black. She found herself gazing upon her own lifeless body separated from it. Instead, Anna found herself in a beautiful garden filled with butterflies and walked among clouds while listening to God's voice, reassuring her that she would come back healthy despite not wanting to leave this paradise-like place. Such a fantastical tale they knew would be met with skepticism, so they kept it to themselves for now. Back in Boston, Christy was skeptical, but took Anna for medical tests anyway, only to discover that all signs pointed towards a miraculous recovery. The doctors were amazed as they couldn't explain how something incurable could suddenly be cured. The doctor then bid them adieu. In the midst of goodbyes, gratitude flowed from Anna and her mother as they expressed their heartfelt appreciation to Angela for her unwavering support throughout their journey. News headlines have recently spotlighted Christy and her inspiring testimony surrounding a miraculous encounter that reignited her faith in God once again. Her tale was told inside of a church while cameras rolled, with Christy sharing the details of her miraculous experience whilst recounting the struggles she faced alongside Anna's illness. Christy proclaimed that even in the most unexpected ways, miracles can happen through people who initially might seem unimportant or even unwanted. Furthermore, true and loyal friends stand by us during every trial, a sentiment for which Christy herself had deep appreciation. She continued to explain how love and forgiveness are critical components in such wondrous moments. God provides us with these miracles as mementos that despite our darkest moments, we're not alone. Skeptics were convinced of Anna's severe illness after several testimonies from eyewitnesses who were present along her journey to recovery. Anna's illness was a serious one that brought changes in her family's life, especially for her mother, who became more introspective and fearful. But Anna's miraculous experience gave them faith and peace, which transformed their lives forever. Even an outsider came to thank Anna and Christy personally for sharing their story of divine intervention, proving that the impact of this miracle extended far beyond just their own family. As they gathered together at home, ready to enjoy a long-awaited pizza dinner, they prayed as one, thanking God for everything He had given them, including each other and all the miracles in their lives. And the movie ends here. From then on, every day was treated like a gift because it truly is, reminding once again that even amidst darkness there can be light if we keep our hearts open to hope and love. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, then give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. If you'd like to watch more videos like this, then don't forget to subscribe the channel and click the bell icon to turn on notifications. We'll see you with another amazing video soon. Take care and goodbye.